Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, where you can see great games played badly. I'm John, and this is The Outer Worlds. Before we get started, please do give us a like and a subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon. It really does help the channel out. And yeah, so last episode we were faced with a conundrum, and we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. We have to decide whether to send the power from the geothermal plant here back to Edgewater, as Reed Thompson, the governor of the town, asked us to. But in doing so, we send it away from the botanical labs, where Adelaide McDevitt and her band of dissenters are living a fairly decent life. They're not ill, they have plenty to eat. Adelaide has managed to get the ground fertile again so they can grow crops. So we spoke to Parvati, who doesn't want us to send the power away from Edgewater. We spoke to Vicar Max, who also suggested that we send the power back to the town and away from the botanical labs. So everything is pushing us towards that. Vicar Max did say that we might be able to convince the deserters to return if we send the power back to town. So we're not going to do that yet, because when we were exploring, we did find, or we did hear, a person shouting. He didn't sound particularly happy or sane. But his name was Chester Higgins.
You're not real. You're not real.
See, that's him there. I can't see where he is, but we haven't found him yet, so we're going to go and look for him first, because he worked at this plant and he may have some information for us. Okay, we've been this way. We haven't been this way yet. Yeah, so we've seen Higgins' name. Oh, shut up. We've seen Higgins' name come up a couple of times in the data entries. Something about a logistics module or something like that. That the company fitted to the mechanicals that they had installed in this place, that then went crazy and killed everybody.
Not real. You're not real.
Okay, let me put my gun away. He doesn't sound like he's going to be much of a threat, does he? Hello.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Okay. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Right, so he's eating sprats, which are those little green things that run around.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
That's reassuring. Okay, what is it you do here, Chester?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Cysty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Well, at least you're happy. So you're an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Okay. If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them. Right, was that before or after you became a Cysty Pig Tycoon? How have you been living down here? This place looks like it's been abandoned for a while. What happened? Let's go with that one.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Yeah, well, figured that. And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Unfortunate. You've been down here this whole time. How did you not starve?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
So you ate sprats?
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
Okay. What happened to this place, you poor crazy fool?
Mechanicals lost their bolts.
Yes, you said
Opened
that.
fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Okay, so that's horrible. How could this have happened?
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started.
Yeah, you've said this too.
As usual, I missed out.
Right. If you worked on those mechanicals, you must know a way to stop
Look,
them.
I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Okay, so let's use persuade, or try and use persuade. I can deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
High
I
praise.
discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Okay, so we can then use our engineering skill. Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Okay. Well, we've got his passcode, which will be useful, I think. Might have been more useful before we killed all of the mechanicals. Never mind.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Not what I was going to ask, but that's good information. I think we've already asked this question.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machine.
Yes, we have.
That lasted a good couple of months.
Okay, so I should go. What? Oh, we got things lying around here. Antibiotics cream, an impact hammer. Is that Ludo? I don't know what that is. Some empty bottles. Yeah, not much around here. Okay. Oh, there's a crate in the corner. Oh, and a data pad. Guide to Mechanical Engineering. We need that for someone. Who do we need that for? Thomas. Is it Thomas? I think it's Thomas. Back at the botanical gardens, botanical lab. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. And I'm sure there's somewhere we can enter Chester's passcode. But I really can't remember where. Is it up here? Ah, here we go. Yes, this is the one. Okay, so modify behavior. Again, not that it matters. We can't change their mode, can we? No. Targeting intruders. Define intruders. Spacer's choice auto mechanicals. Successfully updated. Okay. That might have earned us some XP, but it didn't actually do anything because, as I say, all of the mechanicals are already dead. Now, we want to go back to the control panel because we actually do need to make this choice at some point. There we are. Right. Redirect power. Irreversible procedure. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater and Botanical Laboratory. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Please select a destination. Redirect power to Edgewater. Redirect power to the Botanical Laboratory. Right. I am going to take the advice that I have been given, and I'm going to redirect the power to Edgewater. There we go. I hope you're happy, Parvati. Okay, so our reputation with the faction has changed. Presumably that's with the dissidents. They probably don't like us anymore.
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they don't care much for me.
You're a good person, Parvati. Probably. I don't know. I expect she is. She seems like a good person. Okay. Now we can leave, I think. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay, and I will head out. And I think if we have a look at our journal, what have we got? So now I have to convince the deserters to move back. That is now my primary mission. And I can retrieve the power regulator from the botanical lab. But Grace did ask us to look for Zoe, the missing deserter. And I think we should do that before we go back. At least we can get Grace on side if we get Zoe to return. Okay, the 3 volumes of the Space's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think we've got one of them. Because we just picked one up in the geothermal plant. I don't know if we've actually got that. Let's see if we've got those in our quest items. Right, we do only have the 1 volume at the moment. So, yeah, I think we'll go and look for Zoe. Right, that's, I think, all of those chaps dealt with. Oh, hello, have we got someone up there? We do, don't we? Let's... No. Oh, Parvati.
Look at us!
There you go. No. That's... No. There we go. That's the one we want. Right. Okay, so Zoe is right there. Don't know if there's anybody else around. Doesn't appear to be. Okay, let's go and talk to Zoe.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Okay, you're a bit odd, aren't you? Okay, Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Yeah, but you don't, do you? I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
around all these people that I've just killed. You sure? You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
What about Stefan?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Okay, I need you to clarify something for
I'm
me.
great at clarifying.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Okay, are you a prisoner here? Clearly not.
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Okay. How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Yeah, it must be. Was there anything
I've
else?
got all the time in Halcyon.
No. Bye. Right. I need to return to Grace. I need to return to Adelaide. I need to return to the town. So I will loot this place and then I will head back to the botanical labs first. Well, on our way back, we have leveled up Parvati. So let's see what she can get. Let's just grab those out of there. So I want to increase my leadership again. So we will put 2 points into that, which gives Parvati 20% extra armor. We will put 2 points into that, which doesn't give us a lot. What have we got left? 6 points. I'm going to put... yeah, I'm going to put them into stealth, I think. So we can unlock access to restricted items in vending machines. Yes, I think that's good. Let's accept that. We didn't get a perk, did we? No. But Parvati, on the other hand, has leveled up. So she can increase our engineering skill by 10. She generates 30% less threat, so they're more likely to attack me than her. Or we can go the other way and she can generate more threat, so they're more likely to attack her than me. Or we can give her extra health. I think for our first one, we'll... yeah, let's boost our engineering. Why not? Okay. And we are literally right outside of the botanical labs, so let's go and find Grace. Oh, she's not on the gate. Where is she? Oh. Ah, there she is. Looks like everybody stood around there. Possibly because we cut all their power off. Oh, Zoe made it back before us. Well done. Okay, Grace, hello.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Yeah, you're not happy about the power going out. I get that. Zoe's
We
back.
didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something about wanting to be an outlaw, or she joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her. Let's go with that one.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe, The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me.
Yep.
Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. Okay. Oh, and Thomas is over there. We can give him one of these. We can give him this.
He keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
I've got one of those data pads you wanted, Thomas.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The elusive part 3.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Oh, that's good. The deserters are now friendly again. I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Okay. So, one of my pieces of kit is damaged or broken, so let's use the workbench and figure out what's occurring here. Let's repair everything there. No problem. Yeah, nothing appears to be broken now. What are you? You're a bolter pistol. Ooh, you might be worth using instead of that that revolver I'm using. So let's repair you. Where are you? Bolter pistol. I can't see you now. There you are. So you do 25 damage. My current guns really aren't all that. 41 damage, but only 6 shots. 24 damage, but 9 shots. So that is better. It fires faster. Fires more shots, rather. Yeah, I think I'll swap out my... Oh, no, I can't do that from here. Okay. Inventory, weapons, we will... Okay. How are we doing? Oh, there we go. Right, we will swap out the bolter pistol for our revolver. And let's see if we can do anything to it. Modify. What mods have we got? Oh, we've got a whisper quiet muzzler, so we can put a silencer on it. Changes the weapon's damage type to plasma. Increases the amount of ammunition the weapon's magazine carries. Okay. And changes the weapon's damage type to shock. Right, what is it at the moment? It's plasma, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I want to change the damage type. If I want to extend the magazine, that might be useful. But let's instead let's have a tinker. Let's see what we can do. Costs 54 bits. I have 1600, and it'll add 1.8 to the damage. Okay, let's do that again. For 113 bits, I'll add another 1.8. And go on, we'll do one more. Okay, 31 times 3 damage. That'll do. Okay, and now I suppose... Who do we need to talk to? Right. I can't see anyone. Oh. Ah, there she is. Here we go.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
So I can assume that you're not happy with my decision. Okay, Reed needs his people back. No. This isn't personal. I need your power regulator. I don't owe you an explanation. Let's go with the power regulator.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Okay, right. What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere. You're being unreasonable. I'm willing to deal with Reed for you. Let's ask her the question first. Where did this anger come from?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
That seems fair. I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Okay, Reed isn't just going to leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Sorry, I think I must have had some crazy stuck in my ear. Can you say that again? You're grinding up human corpses. So you're the one that's stealing them from the... Okay, right. Well, I mean... I have no judgment. I'm not...
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Okay. Yep, right. So let's go and talk to the others. Can I have the... I'll wait till you've gone before I take that, I think. Seems rude. Okay, Thomas, you like me.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Working on it.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
Okay, well, you don't have to. Go be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Okay, stay put. I'm going to try to talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find me.
Okay. So he's willing to do whatever he's told. Grace.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
There's nothing left for you here. It's time to go back.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Okay, don't do anything hasty. Thomas told me the same thing. Leave Adelaide behind. No, we'll say don't do anything hasty. I'm going to try and talk Reed into stepping down.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
I'll be here.
So that's clearly our next objective then. To get Reed to leave. Yeah, that's the next thing to do. So I will head into town. And I will try and convince Reed to step down. Right, on my way back into town, I came past the community centre and I remembered that I believe one of the guides to engineering that Thomas is looking for is stored in here. There have been marauders around. I think we've killed them all, on the outside at least. Okay, well, we'll go in the back door because we should. Because going in the back door is always advisable. That's probably not good advice. Yeah, ignore that advice, but, you know. Sneaking is always advisable. And going in the back door helps with sneaking. Okay, well, nicely suspicion I'm filling up my inventory with nonsense, but we do have a vending machine here. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Right, let's sell some of this nonsense, shall we? We might as well sell some of these guns, because we're not using them. Let's sell all our junk as well. Oh, that earned us a little bit of money. Right. Hunting rifle we can sell. Light machine gun, we have 2 of them. We can sell 1. Assault rifle, we only have 1 of. Pistol we can sell. Pistol we can sell. Plasma cutter we can sell. Pistol we can sell. I'm going to keep hold of the plasma rifle and I think the light assault rifle and sell everything else. Or do I keep the assault rifle rather than the light assault rifle? Okay. Let's get rid of the light assault rifle. I'll keep the plasma rifle and the assault rifle. We'll sell all of that. And what have we got? Okay, we'll sell everything that isn't on that top shelf, as it were. So, sell. Come on. There we go. That'll clear out my inventory a little bit. Oh, we've got quite a few mods. Might be worth looking to modify some of our stuff. I love that jingle. Okay. What are you? 0G brew. Okay, where are people? People are not in there. Do we need a passcode for this one? Or, yeah, I can't unlock that yet. But there's a barred door here. Well, this gun's quite nice. Oh yes, very nice. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And everybody's dead. And we've got the first aid room key. Ooh, hello. We have a museum or something. Oh yes, it's the community centre, isn't it? So, right, let's loot all these corpses. Ugh, really? I am disappointed. Right, money, stuff, things. Let's hack this. What have we got? Encode first aid, well, might as well. We've got one anyway. Logs. History of Emerald Veiled exhibit. Synopsis. The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come. Decorating the main hall of our noble community centre, this elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacer family. The centrepiece of this grand exhibit will be a taxidermised mantiqueen, erected within our main lobby as a sign of civilization's victory over nature itself. I'm assuming by the fact that, you know, there isn't a completed exhibit that they never got the mantiqueen. Okay, let's have a look around. We've now got the first aid room key, so we can open that up. Can't be bothered to pick up the gun. Pick up all this, though. Yeah, stun baton. Go on, might as well. Okay. Experimental anthracillin. I mean, that'll be useful. I'm not sure who for, but I'm sure somebody will want it. Right. Sprats. A toilet. With some dead residents. Weapon parts. A Sprat's wandering around.
Oh, wow.
Another first aid room key. Okay, Director Pickett's terminal. The key card encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting key cards at anybody who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a key card from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. Okay. I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development on the entire exhibit. This has to stop. Hello, Mr. Pickett. This letter is to update you regarding your request for one adult mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of our highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office including the cost of their gravesite fees, as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Hunters and Trackers Limited, partnered with the Wildlife Eradication Society, a wholly owned subsidiary of Universe Defence Logistics. Hunters and Trackers Limited, teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Nice. Okay, so... Ooh, a shotgun. Riot control armour. I wonder if that's any good. No, it is not. It's basically the same as the armour that I've got. Yeah. Does it look better? Yes, it kind of does look better. Let's go with that. I like that. We've got an Ordnance Control helmet. It doesn't give you better skill, but it does give me more armour. No, we'll stick with the one we got, I think. I think that's better looking armour. Bit more fitting of a space adventurer. Okay, well that brings us back out here. What's through here? More stuff. Right. Through here. More sprats. More stuff. Toss ball card. An antique saber. Okay. Hello.
Not even a scratch.
Wow. I quite like this gun. Don't care about your armor. Right. Oh, more stuff. Because we are looking for the mechanics guide, the engineering guide. So I think we need to go... I don't know where we need to go. Upstairs? Ooh, a bypass shunt. And another one. I don't think we've been up here yet, have we? No. So there's a lot of stuff here, but not what I'm looking for. Where is... I'm sure they said it was in the community centre. Ah! There we are. Excellent stuff. Right. We are back in Edgewater, and we are heading into the cannery. I was going to go and talk directly to Reed, but I think we should look around and see if we can find that other copy of the engineering guide. We found a vending... Oh, there's a vending machine over there. Okay. It's probably not going to be down here, is it? Probably going to be wherever the offices are. Let's have a look up here. Ugh. Nice. Are they supplementing the Saltuna with something? So here's an office. That would be theft. Let's have a look at the terminal. Phyllis's terminal. Phyllis is the name we have heard a couple of times now, haven't we? Personal files. Bypass. Continue. Right. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start. Okay. Phyllis, owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. Nice. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together. Yeah, okay. Okay. That would all be theft. Don't want to do that. Oh, hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Yeah, no.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh, that's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Satire. You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have had to pay, you didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay. Fair enough. So that's one of our tasks done for Silas, the junior in humour. What have we got here? More things to steal. Aha! Mechanical Engineering, Volume 2. Excellent. Now we have all three of those. What's this? A random computer. Company notifications. From the Office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers we are expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Yeah, the more I find out about Spacer's Choice, the less I like them. No, I'm not going to steal anything from them, though. Not yet, anyway. I am going to go and talk to Reed. Let's see if we can convince Reed to leave without having to shoot him. Love the elevator music. Okay, Reed. Give me your hat.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Yeah, hat. Give me your hat. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here. Delivered your message, but I haven't convinced Adelaide to come back. I wanted to talk to you about something. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Yeah, well done. You know, Adelaide's son die, your town's a mess, a change of leadership might be what this town needs. Let's try that.
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Who are you calling a buttoned-up freelancer? Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague, so a little bit of leverage on him.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. best treatment is a good work ethic.
Wow, you actually believe that? Have you people ever eaten an actual
The
vegetable?
very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
Yeah, pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's Garden. What exactly are you putting in those cans? That's it, just saltuna every single day. What are you putting in them?
Processed, liquefied, retextured saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly saltuna.
Yeah.
We've been experiencing a saltuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like saltuna in the end.
How long have you been living like this?
Couple years, give or take, right around the time the first wave of plagues hit the town. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Okay. You're seriously stupid. Persuade 10. Adelaide's found a way to grow food. Yes.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Well, yeah, she's been growing her crops with a special...
And when you say special
fertilizer.
fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
corpses.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
Okay. This town needs Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here. I'm not in the mood to argue. Bit threatening. Let's just say this town needs Adelaide.
So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I am as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom.
Yes. But you're a clown. With a fine hat, don't get me wrong. But still a clown. I can't make that decision for you, Reed.
No, I don't expect you to do any such thing. Edgewater is my own responsibility, and you have done quite enough for me already. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Wow. Okay, I have a little bit more respect for Reed Thompson. He is doing the right thing without being threatened. Okay, this can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
What are you going to do? What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Take care. Oh, okay, well, I'm genuinely impressed with the way the read's been written. Quick moment to appreciate the music. Yeah, I'm genuinely impressed with the way that Reed's been written there. So he is an idiot. He's been presented as an idiot and a bit of a tyrant and so on and so forth. But he kind of is indoctrinated. He believes that stuff. He believes that what he's doing is the right thing. So he's always tried to, as he said, try to do his best for the town. Well, Interesting. Okay. Now, the barber was another one of the people that owed money, wasn't it? Let me have a look. Who are you? Oh, here we are. Conrad. Yes, Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Oh, you have the most slappable face. Oh, I don't like you. Give me your money.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Right, speaking of death.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Ah. You have no money.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Part of me doesn't care. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. Yes. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. Don't be so hard on yourself. Very loose definition of the word prosperity. Talking about the prosperity of Edgewater. Yeah.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Just give Silas an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything. Right.
Much obliged.
Okay, I will head back to the botanical laboratory and talk to everybody there. Right, here we are, back at the botanical lab. Let's go and talk to Thomas first, because we have the other two of his guides.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Yes.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Okay, hold on. I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Thomas, you've already got part 1 and part 3. Come on.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Thank you very much. Electro-charged surface. Nice. Okay. Adelaide. You ready to eat humble pie?
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Yeah, whatever. Edgewater's better off with you running the place. I made a mess of things, guess I'm just trying to set it right. Take care. Let's be a bit humble about this, I think. We made a mess of things. We didn't, really. But guess I'm just trying to set it right.
This don't put us on even footing, you understand. But it is a start. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Yeah. Yeah, that cross you're carrying is very heavy. Okay, but we've leveled up. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, I should probably raise my combat skills at some point. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think we're going to raise our dialogue skills this time. By 5, and then we'll put 5 into tech skills. Is that wise? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. But we also have a perk. So, base armor rating. I think we'll go for that. Because we are taking a bit more damage in combat at the moment. So, yeah. But now, we can get the power regulator. Okay, so we can go back to the Reliable now. Which I think we will do.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship. Working on a real engine. Belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
What are you saying, Parvati? Are you saying you want to come with us? I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy. You've never been on a ship before. People in Edgewater need you. No, you didn't seem happy.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
You know what, Parvati? I mean, you just met me. Why would you want to go into space with a stranger? But, yeah, we'll ask that first.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You've done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that.
Yeah, I'm a big damn hero. Glad to have you along.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Hell yeah, you do, Parvati. Right, let's get on board. And talk to
Captain,
Ada.
I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Well, that didn't sound sarcastic at all.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, probably.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. So, across the cargo bay. Okay, that is just the light switch. Light fitting. Sparking there, that's fine. Nothing important. Wonder what's up there. Okay, so this is my engine room. Hello, Ada. I'm sure that's fine. Oops. Oh well. Pressed the wrong button, but never mind. It worked. Oh, hello.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power
Our
regulator.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Well, I mean, we can always come back, but Ada, make it so.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh, go on then.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Right, okay. Get to the point. I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time. Never been better. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I
Oh, good.
wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, sure.
What you
Okay.
saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay. Or I could put a couple of light years between me and Halcyon. Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay? You're asking me to get involved with the black market. Why do I need a nav key? Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys. First of all, why do I need a nav key?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Right, the black marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay. I'll go and have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good use. Thank you. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Okay.
It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Thanks, Ada. Okay, well, we are in space. I do have a cabin, they said. Captain's quarters. Oh, and I have the sign for Edgewater. Nice.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Shut up, Ada. Okay, and there we are. We have made it into space with the Unreliable, so we have our own ship that is, you know, mostly functional. We have our companion, Parvati, who is on board with us somewhere. And we will leave it there for this episode. Thanks very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a like and a subscribe. It does help out the channel, as I said at the start of the episode. And give us a comment. What do you think of this game? What do you think of the way I'm messing it up? But until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.